Hi, it's Mark from Haven, and welcome to another episode of Haven Happenings. Today, I have with me my co-star of the show. This is Cricket. Cricket, sit. Cricket is a 1-year-old lab mix. She is a typical 1-year-old lab. She's lots and lots of puppy. She is a lot of fun. She's good with other dogs. She loves to play with balls. She's very active and hyper like most lab puppies are. And she is a lot of fun. We've actually been cracking up at all of her antics in the room. So she's my co-star today, but I want to talk about the conference that I went to. That conference is held by Cal Animals. Cal Animals is a wonderful group with a small team that does great work with a board of directors that is made up of industry leaders and shelter directors. They work for the betterment of animal shelters, rescue organizations, animal control across the whole state of California. And so we had some great training, we had some amazing discussions, and really took a lot out of it as far as learning. So what did I get out of it? 3 key things that are affecting everybody throughout the state are overcrowding, due to the overwhelming number of animals that are coming through the doors. And it's everybody pretty much can agree that it's the worst we've seen it in quite some time. The second thing would be staffing. Staffing levels are always something that is hard to get right and to find, especially in today's economy. And then the last thing, which is no surprise, is funding. Everybody is having a hard time with funding. The economy right now is really hurting everybody, but it's especially hurting nonprofit organizations. There was also some very concerning stuff that I want to talk about briefly, and that is that there are some small, very loud minority groups, not up here where we live, thankfully, that are really implying that shelters are not doing the best they can for the animals in their care. And I know that everybody watching this knows our team here at Haven does everything they can. And I can tell you with confidence that so does every organization in Cal Animals and in California, especially the folks that I was there at that seminar with, because that's why we're there. We're there to learn better and how we can do better. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that even when we're not able to save an animal, that animal still receives love, care, and respect until the very end from our team. And it's never an easy thing for us to have to lose an animal, regardless of the circumstances for that animal. The other thing that we learned, which was, I think, even more concerning for me, was that there is this implied thing that when you get a shelter animal, it's defective. There's something wrong with it. That really frustrates me. For somebody who has 3 shelter animals, and I love them, and I've had many over the years, that really, really makes me sad. She's a great dog. And most of our dogs are, and our cats, and all the animals that come into our shelter. Look, the bottom line is they came in here as strays, so they could have come from horrible situations. They could have come from a situation where their family situation changed and they had to find a place for their dog. But these dogs that come in here are the most resilient creatures I've ever met. And I've said this 1,000 times, and I'll say it again. If humans were half as resilient as dogs were, this world would be a much better place. And anybody who's got a rescue dog knows that. I can't tell you how many times I've seen an animal, dog or cat, that was adopted, and after a few months, it's very clear that it wasn't necessarily the human that rescued the animal. It was more often the animal that rescued the human for whatever reason. So I don't like people to think that we don't have wonderful animals here, because we do. And all they need is some love, care, patience, and they will fit in perfectly with your family, and Cricket is a perfect example of that. So with that, I will close out today's Haven Happenings. If you're interested in Cricket or any of our other amazing animals here at Haven, please come in. Please call our adoption counselors. And I will see you right here next week on Haven Happenings.